11 texting mistakes that can make a woman lose interest in you. In today's world, texting is a key way to communicate, especially in dating and relationships. While it's quick and easy, texting can also cause problems. It can either bring people closer or create distance. For men, one wrong move can turn a good conversation into a missed chance. Knowing what works and what doesn't is important if you want to keep a woman interested. Here's an in-depth look at 11 texting mistakes that can make a woman lose interest, along with practical advice to avoid these pitfalls. 1. Overly desperate messages. Desperation is one of the quickest ways to turn a woman off. Texts that reek of insecurity or demand constant validation can make her feel suffocated. While it's natural to feel curious if someone hasn't replied, bombarding her with questions about why she hasn't responded conveys a lack of confidence. Example: why are you not replying? Did I do something wrong? Women are generally attracted to men who exhibit self-assurance and patience. Desperate messages communicate the opposite, making her feel pressured rather than appreciated. Stay calm and composed. If she hasn't replied, give her time and space. Trust that she'll respond when she's ready. Confidence is attractive. Clinginess is not. 2. Boring or dry texts. Sending one-word or generic texts is like showing up to a conversation empty-handed. These kinds of messages require her to do all the work to keep the conversation alive, which can quickly become exhausting. Example: hey or what's up? Repeatedly. Women value engaging and meaningful communication. If your texts are dull, she may interpret it as laziness or a lack of interest. Always add value to the conversation. Instead of hey, try something like, hey, I just discovered this amazing book. Have you read it? Show that you're thoughtful and interested in more than just idle chatter. 3. Too many good morning or good night texts. While a sweet morning or night text can brighten someone's day, sending the same message repeatedly without variety can make it lose its charm. Over time, it can feel robotic or insincere, as though you're texting out of habit rather than genuine affection. Example: good morning, beautiful, every single day without fail. Women value creativity and effort. Predictable messages can feel monotonous and uninspired. Keep things fresh. Instead of the usual good morning, try something like, good morning, I just saw the sunrise, and it made me think of you. Adding a personal touch shows that you're putting thought into your messages. 4. Inappropriate messages. Texting suggestive messages too early in a relationship is a major red flag. Even if you feel comfortable, crossing boundaries before they're established can make her feel uncomfortable or disrespected. Example: send me a pic. Respect and trust are the foundation of any relationship. Jumping into inappropriate conversations too soon shows a lack of awareness and consideration. Be patient and let the relationship progress naturally. Focus on building trust and understanding before venturing into more personal topics. 5. Overloading with texts. Bombarding someone with multiple messages before they've had a chance to reply is not only impatient but also invasive. It shows a lack of respect for her time and space. Example: hello? Are you there? Why are you not replying? Sent back to back. Women appreciate men who are secure and patient. Overloading her with texts can make you appear needy and insecure. Limit yourself to one message at a time. If she doesn't respond immediately, trust that she'll get back to you when she's available. 6. Bragging messages. While sharing accomplishments is fine, constantly bragging about your achievements or possessions can make you come across as self-absorbed. Example: I just bought a new car, and everyone loves it. Women are more impressed by humility and authenticity than by boastfulness. Bragging often backfires, making you seem insecure rather than confident. Share your successes humbly. For example, instead of saying, I'm amazing at my job, say, I'm really proud of how hard I've worked to get here. 7. Negative or complaining texts. Negativity is draining, especially in the early stages of a relationship. Constantly venting about your problems can make her feel like you're emotionally taxing or overly pessimistic. Example: life is hard. Nothing ever goes my way. Early conversations should be uplifting and enjoyable. Too much negativity can make her question whether she wants to invest in someone who brings her down. Focus on the positives. Share your challenges in moderation and frame them as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable problems. 8. Trying too hard to impress. Over-the-top attempts to impress often come across as disingenuous or desperate. Women value authenticity far more than exaggerated claims or name-dropping. Example: I know a lot of famous people and I could introduce you to them. Trying too hard to impress can make you seem insecure about your own worth. It also shifts the focus away from getting to know her. Let your actions speak louder than your words. Focus on meaningful conversations instead of trying to wow her with extravagant stories. 9. Excessive flirting. While a little flirting can add fun to a conversation, overdoing it without building a deeper connection can make it feel superficial. Example: you're the hottest woman I've ever seen. I can't stop thinking about you. Excessive flattery without substance often feels insincere. Women value genuine interest over exaggerated compliments. Balance light flirting with meaningful conversations. Compliment her thoughtfully and don't overdo it. 10. Overly long or serious texts too soon. Jumping into heavy topics early in a relationship can scare her off. Emotional intensity needs to build naturally over time. Example: I've been thinking about us, and I feel like we could build a life together. After just a few chats. Moving too fast can feel overwhelming and premature. It's important to pace the conversation according to her comfort level. Start with light and enjoyable topics. Gradually deepen the conversation as your relationship progresses. 11. Deleting messages after sending. Constantly deleting messages can make you seem indecisive or unsure of yourself. This behavior might raise doubts about your confidence or intentions. Think before you text. If you make a mistake, own it. A sincere apology is better than pretending the mistake never happened. How to text the right way. When you're trying to build a meaningful connection with her, there are ways to text that can either keep her interested or cause her to lose interest. Here are some tips on how to text the right way. 1. Be authentic. Authenticity is key. Be yourself and resist the temptation to impress her with exaggerated claims or stories. Women appreciate real, honest conversations that reflect who you truly are. 2. Be engaging. Keep the conversation lively by asking open-ended questions that invite deeper responses. Share meaningful stories, experiences, and insights to show you're genuinely interested in getting to know her. 3. Respect her pace. Don't rush her into responding. Everyone has their own texting speed. Respecting her pace shows maturity and understanding. Let her respond when she's ready, without applying pressure. 4. Keep it balanced. While it's great to show interest in her life, avoid dominating the conversation. Balance your sharing with listening, and make sure there's room for both of you to contribute equally. 5. Add variety. Texting doesn't have to be all serious. Spice things up with humor, fun facts, or intriguing questions that show your playful side. A little variety can keep things exciting and fresh. By avoiding these common texting mistakes, you can build a genuine and meaningful connection with her. Texting is an art, and when mastered, it can help you stand out and create a solid foundation for a strong relationship. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more.